Hey, good morning there, everybody. How y'all doing today? Just wanted to do a video today, kind of just a generalization about everything else that I typically talk about. Just further expounding on preps, things that go into preps, this, that, and the other, politics, state of the country. We're getting close, people. We're getting close. As we can all see, the country seems to keep falling apart in pockets in certain areas, all of course controlled by the left, it seems like. I would just encourage everybody to not slack up at all. I would take the opportunity before everybody loses their mind completely to go ahead and focus on the things that you really, really need right now. Look through your items, know what you're short on, know where the holes are at, start to fill them now. Don't waste any more time. All right. I think we're being conditioned, by the powers that be to be prepared for further violence, social unrest, of course, election nightmare. There's a lot of balls in the air right now that are kind of pointing towards a chaotic event or events, in my opinion. Of course, guns and ammo are always huge. I've got several videos out on that. A lot of people do. For those of you that are into prepping, I would encourage you to go check out Mike Glover over at Fieldcraft Survival. He is really sharp. As a military vet, I really appreciate what he does and what he has done. There's a lot of them out there. Sean Ryan over at Vigilance Elite. He's a great source as well. Good, level-headed guys that have experience, operators that have been in the game. And so I would give those guys a shout out and give them a check, because they can teach you a lot. They're really, really similar in what they talk about and what they suggest people do. So you won't go wrong by watching either Mike Glover or Sean Ryan. They're both great guys. As far as your meds go, again, top off your medications. Have at least 90 days on hand if you can. Think about the items that would be hard to get if you couldn't, actually leave the house. That's the kind of stuff that I focus on. If you had to hunker down for 60 to 90 days, what do you need on hand to do that and be semi-comfortable? There's a lot of items that we have grown to appreciate over the years, like Wi-Fi, like, coffee creamer, Starbucks, all that kind of stuff that, may or may not be available should the balloon go up. So, little things like that, comfort items, barter items, your liquors, your scent items, your tobaccos, all that kind of stuff could come in very handy. Don't forget the vitamins, anti-diarrheal over the counter, pain reliever, obviously, cold and flu, obviously, tourniquets, all that kind of jazz. I would just say to everybody that don't slack up. It's not any time to get complacent. It's usually the calm before the storm, And I kind of feel like that's what, at least where I'm at, everything's pretty calm right now, but not far from here, there's pockets of chaos and people behind the scenes that are stoking the flames and trying to divide us and keep us ramped up, if you will. So, like I said, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't slack up. Make sure the kids are taken care of. Make sure you have games. Make sure you have, you know, puzzles or books, activity books, things that they like to do. Make sure you have some DVDs, just in case, you know, the internet's out or whatever. You know, you got to keep them busy too. Again, magazines, ammunition. Don't forget about like things like birdshot, things like that. Those will come in real handy, and they're really cheap, and they're pretty available right now where I'm at. So I can pretty much go to a couple different stores right now this morning and get what I need to get without any problem at all. I know that's not the case for everybody, but you know, every time you go shopping, if you go to a big box store like a Walmart or something like that, and they have shotgun shells for your caliber, you should be buying some every time. Just make it a part of buying groceries. That's what I do. I forget about fishing, not fishing stuff, you know, lures, hooks, weights, bobbers, extra line, things like that. That stuff could come in handy as well. Candles, you know, cooking fuel, extra propane bottles. That's a big one there. You know, I usually go get a propane bottle about every month or two. At least, you know, every 2 to 3 months I'm buying a propane bottle or two and keeping them handy. That will be huge if we come into some kind of power outage and long-term issues, and you know, winter's right around the corner anyway, so probably a smart thing to have on hand. So just keep going at it, guys. I know I don't have all the answers. Like I said, I'm learning too. I try to take a lead off of other people and key in on what they're doing and see if I've got any holes in my preps. And we all should be doing that. You know, watch other people, see what they're doing. You know, take their advice. You don't have to follow it, but at least listen to it. And a lot of people have some good ideas out there that you might just not have thought about. We get so busy, wrapped up in our lives and everyday, you know, goings on that sometimes I think we overlook the simple things that we could be doing, and it just might be watching a video that, you know, gets you in the right mode and gets you obtaining the right items that fill a hole that you had that you may not have known you had. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this thing. Of course, I welcome all comments. I've had a couple of trolls out there hating on me for this and that, but I still appreciate all you guys following me and watching my videos and commenting. So without further ado, I appreciate y'all. Keep stacking it deep. Long live the Republic.